Welcome back to another episode of Gainz the Clock. Today I'm going to go in depth with one of the most common questions I get regarding nutrition and reverse diets. TikTok, it's Gainz the Clock. I'm Ryan Milton. Please make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Every single Friday, Gainz the Clock comes live where I'm bringing in your questions, giving you the answers, okay? Sometimes I'm going to do a ton of questions at once. Sometimes I might focus on just a few. Today, you're going to get one, and it's strictly about reverse diets and macros and meals and everything that you need to know if you want to get the best results of your entire life. That's what we're doing today on Gainz the Clock. Please make sure you subscribe, and if you get anything out of it, please share it. Again, my name is Ryan Milton, and this show happens every single Friday. Alright, so what I want to break into first off is understanding what a reverse diet is, okay? One of the most common questions I get about reverse diets literally is, what is a reverse diet? People don't know what it is. People don't understand the purpose of it. And honestly, there's millions, like thousands of coaches out there that are coaching people through nutrition and training, and they have no idea what it is. So they can't tell any of their clients what it is. Usually they just write it off and say it doesn't work. It's not a thing. You don't need to worry about it. Don't do it. Whatever. You know the story. I know you've seen the posts. You've seen it on the gram. Maybe you had a coach that did it to you before. But the point is, a lot of people don't know what the damn reverse diet is in the first place. So there's no way that they can teach you about it, okay? And clients, for you to figure out exactly what it is and how to do it, it's very complicated. So, you know, it's better to have a coach that knows how to do it for sure if you're going to do it. But the point is, it seems very complicated. It seems very mystic. It seems like it's like a thing that doesn't really exist, so why would you do it? And a lot of people run from it. A lot of people are scared about it. And in reality, I'll tell you exactly what it will do for you. No matter who you are, whatever goal you got, if you're a lifestyle client that ever wanted to lose weight and now you're trying to build muscle maybe, or you're somebody who's been dieting for a long time and now you need to return to more of a maintenance type calorie for your physique, or you're a competitor, whatever, anybody who's ever embarked on a diet, right? Anybody who's ever done a diet, whether that's for competition or lifestyle, a reverse diet would be extremely beneficial to you because you will keep the results and get better. You'll actually get better results eating more food, getting more calories, and living a healthy, sustainable life. And that is what a reverse diet can do for you, right? So what is a reverse diet? Back to the question, what is a reverse diet? The answer is, it is literally, for the simplest sense, a reverse of a diet. Like, we're taking the fact that, okay, you were dieting for X amount of time, now we're reversing you out of it. It is the literal speeding up of a slowed down metabolic rate, a returning of any hormone function that may have gotten off during long-term dieting, etc., and allowing you to put on minimal body fat, grow muscle, and have a long-term sustainable physique, okay? That's in a nutshell what it is, right? So it is the idea that you are going to reverse the damage that you probably did yourself dieting, okay? If you have a bad coach or something, way worse. If you winged it, way worse. Right? But even if you do a diet with perfection, you're going to get things like a slower metabolic rate and other things just from being in a diet. Okay? And so the act of reversing that and hopefully getting your body in a spot where you're maintaining a great physique. Now, is this possible, right? That's the next question. Is this actually possible? Is this something that can be done? Absolutely. Absolutely it is. I've done it hundreds and hundreds of times, thousands probably, with various different levels of clients, from lifestyle clients that just want to lose weight and return to maintenance, maintain the results they got, and competitors. This is really important actually for competitors and anybody who's on a straight diet, like they've lost a lot of weight. Because in reality, what we're talking about is the fact that you have probably done some serious stuff to get wherever you were to get those results initially, okay? Like, reverse diets are most beneficial for me from clients that come from other coaches, all right? Because a lot of times these other coaches have done the whole diet process incorrectly, or people that did fad diets, right? Fad dieting does it too. I'm talking about the things where, you know, these coaches put you on the 800, 700, 600 calorie a day diet to get you lean for your competition or help you lose weight. And in reality, all they're doing is shutting down your metabolism, shutting down your hormone function, and now you're sitting there when your competition's over or your diet's over, and you're like, what do? I'm eating 600 calories a day, I'm eating 900 calories a day, and I literally don't know how to get out of this without gaining a ton of weight, right? And that is the normal, by the way. That is the normal. Normally what happens is coaches put you on this crazy crash diet, basically, right? Like, they tell you it's part of the process, it's what you need to do, or you're on one of these fad diets that all the calories are set that way. And in reality, even though you might get some short-term results, there comes a time when that comes to an end, right? You shut down the whole process eventually. You did the show, you hit your weight loss goal, you gotta eventually quit doing all this stuff. The rebound is what comes. And this is what we see so commonly, right? It's like, these people go into these diets, they go into their shows, they attain whatever physique, and they get great results with weight loss, but then flash forward a couple months, a month later, 2 months later, 3, 6, a year, and they've literally gained all that weight back. Like, they're in a whole worse spot most of the time. Like, they gain that weight back and then some. And you're like, what? Is that even the same It's a reverse transformation is what that is. A damn reverse transformation. Okay? Like, they attained some great results and they lost them all. And I'll tell you what, even though you might think that's the norm and that's what it's supposed to be like, I don't preach that shit at all. I don't believe in that a little bit. I think that if you're going to attain results, you're going to do it the right way, right? You're going to do it the sustainable, appropriate way. You can also reverse that process and keep them. And you can relatively keep really good results doing a reverse diet. Versus, the rebound, the weight gain, and then trying to do it again. Because I'll tell you something else. The more times that you try to do that, where you're losing weight and then you're gaining it back and losing weight and gaining it back and losing it and gaining it back, your body fat cells become resistant. Okay? They become resistant to actually being burned. And this is when you get that stubborn body fat, right? Any competitors that have done it this way, you know that every single prep you try to do is harder. Any of you fad dieters that, you've fad dieted, fallen off, fad dieted, fallen off, every single time you try to diet, it becomes harder. And that is your body becoming resilient to the process of burning body fat, okay? Little known fact here, fans, people, all you people watching at home, you never lose a fat cell, okay? Any fat cell you ever get on your body does not go away. This is like some thought, I don't know what people think, like you piss it out or some shit when you do a lot of cardio. It doesn't happen. What happens to the fat cell is the contents of the fat cell shrink. They shrink down. The cell remains in your body, okay? So if you gained a significant amount of weight ever, if you were ever obese, if you were ever more weight and you rebounded, right? Well, you've added more body fat cells, and those fuckers never go away. They're sitting on you. Even though you can burn them and shrink the contents down, so you're gonna get leaner, yeah. But they sit right there and they wait for that moment that you slip up and eat that shit and you go on a bender for a month and they fill right back out for you. Okay, and the more times that you burn them and you fill them, the easier it is for them to fight the process of being burned. This is why you hear people that did the fad diets for so long, or the crazy contest preps that were too extreme, say, you know what, I've tried everything and I can't burn this fat. I can't get my stomach to look the right way. I can't get my legs in the right spot. I can't, no matter what I do, I eat nothing and I do all this cardio. And you can't do that to your body because it's damaged. Basically, you damage your metabolism, you damage your hormones, you did whatever the hell else you did because your damn coach coach put you on the fucking tilapia and asparagus diet 8 times a day for the last 6 months, and now your body is rebelling. Your body is fighting you. Your body says, you know what? Anything we get above calories right now, if you're at 800, if you get 850, we're fucking storing it as fat, because you know what? You've been starving us. Your body is fighting you. And the only way to fix it is literally, that's your body's process of saying, you know what? Store as much fat as we can, because we're a survival mechanism. We're a surviving organism. We're a living organism. We need to survive, and what we're doing right now will kill us, right? Because seriously, if you are one of those girls that do the 800 calorie diets or the crash diets, or you're on the crazy preps and you're doing this, you can't do that for life. That's insane. You literally would die. And that is what your signals your body is getting, right? Your body's saying, you know what? We got to put on body fat. And so every chance it gets, it stores what it can. And this is why right after the comp, right after the fad diet ends, right after whatever, so many people rebound tons of weight. So many people rebound weight very quickly, and then it sticks and they can't get rid of it no matter what they do. And it's literally due to the fact that the reverse diet never happened. It's literally the fact that the body says, oh, we got more food, store it. Well, here's what you can do alternatively, right? And again, I know I'm saying a lot of stuff, so if you need help, go to TeamFFLEX.com and we can help you there. We can show you what we're talking about. We actually do reverse dieting and macros and all that, so if you're serious about it, go there. But here's how reverse diet actually works, right? Basically, when you do a reverse diet, you're reversing the process of that diet. Okay, so we got proteins, carbs, fats, fibers for our macros, and we got a ton of micros. All these different minerals, nutrients, antioxidants, all this stuff. And basically, now what we need to do is introduce them into the body, right? I've never coached anybody down to 800 calories. I've never coached anybody, low like that ever, for any reason. And basically, so I never had that problem initially, right? But I'm reversing people that are on maybe 12, 13, 14, 1500 calories a day. And we're talking about competitors and things like that. Very rarely a lifestyle client's going to end up in that realm, just for the fact that they're not trying to get stage, competition, lean, stuff like that. But in reality, okay, no matter who you are, what you do, and what your goal is, lifestyle or competitor, you need to reverse. You need to reverse diet. And so what you do is you take your macros and your micros. And this is why having coaches is extremely beneficial. TeamFFLEX.com if you want to help. You basically got to reverse them strategically, okay? You literally need to take the calories and you need to add more in, but it needs to be done in macronutrients, right? So it needs to be done in proteins, carbs, fats, and fibers. Proteins got 4 calories per gram. Carbs got 4 calories per gram. Fats got 9. Fibers are fibers. You need them for digestion and everything else, processing of these other nutrients. And basically, you got to add them in the right amounts to start the process of reversing. And what happens is, as you add in the calories, as you add in more food, as you add in more macros, your body starts to say, okay, we've been doing this diet, we've been going lower and lower calories for a while, lower in body fat, now we're starting to get more food. Okay, now we're starting to feel a little bit more, of this food coming in. We're feeling a little more stable. We're feeling better. This is if your body could talk, right? Now it's going to start speeding your metabolism back up. And what it does is it slowly speeds your metabolism back up. Any hormone stuff going on starts to come back up, regulate, come back to normal. All this stuff starts to happen to where now your body is slowly going here, right? And so you're getting the calories up progressively week after week, more and more. You got to add them in the right nutrients again. You can't just do this randomly. You can't just raise your calories. It won't work. It's got to be the right amount of carbs, the right amount of fat, the right amount of protein. Every single person is different. I can't give you some generic answer right here for how you need to do that. But basically, over time, a couple weeks go by, and now we're several hundred calories up. We're maybe, working our way to half 1,000. We're at 500, 600, 700, 800, whatever. Everybody's different. And now, guess what's happened? You reverse dieted. You increased your metabolic rate at the same time. So now your body's like, in a good spot. It stayed relatively lean. You're putting on minimal amounts of body fat because we're literally increasing the metabolic rate at the same time that we're increasing the calories. Because if you're in a deficit, right? If you've been dieting, you've been low, and now you add in calories, that's automatically a surplus, right? And what a lot of people do wrong is as soon as their show's over, whatever, they start eating everything inside, or they get on a bulking plan right after the reverse plan, and the surplus is so significant they store mainly body fat. Well, when you do it this way, slowly and strategically add in the macros, add in the calories, bring them up, we're going to see the fact that the metabolism starts to speed up at the same rate as the calories increasing. And so this means minimal amounts of body fat gain, but eventually getting yourself into a surplus that's significant enough that you're going to build muscle. So now you're staying in a lean physique, building muscle. If you're a competitor, that's what you need to do in improvement season. If you're a lifestyle client, oftentimes that's what you want to do, when you're just trying to maintain a good physique. If you want to maintain the results, this is how you do it. And you can bring those calories literally, for a lot of times, extensively high, like crazy amounts of high. I can't even explain how high some of the calories for some people I've coached have gotten. I got a guy that I reverse dieted that was on he got up to 7,000, 8,000, 9,000 calories in his improvement season, and he stayed at 10% body fat. Insane. Lean, shredded. I've done that with multiple guys where I've coached them that high. For women, we're talking about, getting to 3,000, the 4,000 calories a day. A lot of times, here's what the common feedback I get for improvement season coaching, right, is, it's too many calories, coach. I can't eat this, man. I can't get enough food in. It's too much. I don't know what to do. That's the problem you should have. You should be having a hard time eating all the food you need to eat because you have such an abundance of food that it's, too much to do, and your physique's still looking great. You're still where you need to be. You're still in the prime spot. And for a lifestyle client, literally, all you need to do is reverse it out to wherever you want to maintain. Reverse it to wherever you feel comfortable eating, and now you can literally sit right there, eat that food, eat whatever you want, and, enjoy the process of flexible dieting and having a great physique, having sustainable long-term results. For competitors, a reverse diet is the difference between taking your stage physique this year and coming back 10 times better, or coming back fucking 0.5% better next year. Literally, that is the difference. I'll tell you straight up, there's no more important season than the improvement season and the reverse diet. There's nothing more important for a competitor than that. And for a lifestyle client, the person that rebounds all the time, nothing more important than a reverse diet if you want long-term, sustainable, maintainable results. I am not one of the coaches that will tell you it's normal to gain 30 pounds of fat in the improvement phase or after the diet or whatever. It's not. It's not normal. And a lot of people say, well, competition physiques and, losing weight and getting where I was for a lifestyle goal is not sustainable. That's what it is. It's not sustainable. It's just for that day. Bullshit. It's not. It's just for that day. You're right. But it can get better in the improvement season and the reverse diet if you know what you're doing. All right? So this is something that I feel very passionately about, honestly, because nutrition is such an important thing. And I know so many people, over the years, thousands of people that have come from bad coaching, that have come from doing fad dieting, have literally told me it's their last resort to start training with me or to try the macro tracking or the reverse dieting. And literally their last resort before they give up on their goals. And that's just so discouraging and upsetting to see that that's the quality of what's being told out there. I see a lot of coaches that are saying, it's not impossible to reverse diet. It's bullshit. Don't do it. It's not going to help you. And in reality, it does. It works. I know it works. I've done it thousands of times over and with great success for lifestyle and competitors. So please make sure that if there's any video that I've done, if I tell you to go watch something, please make sure this is the one you refer back to pay attention to extra and, look at more, because in reality, there's some stuff that I'm saying right now that can change your entire life. We're talking about your aesthetics, yes, but we're also talking about your health and wellness, right? Your metabolism, your hormone function, all that dictates so many functions in your body. Literally how, you're going to live your life, honestly. So in reality, this is so important. Reverse dieting is so important. Please don't do any preps where you don't do a reverse diet. Please don't do any diets where you don't do a reverse diet. If you're a lifestyle client, please don't ever do any type of training where you're in a caloric deficit without understanding and having someone, some coach, somebody that can imply, or set you up with a good reverse diet. It's absolutely the game changer for your health, for your wellness, for your stage physiques, for your maintainable lifestyle client results. Everything that you would want comes from this reverse diet. And I tell you now, it is the number one thing. And I guarantee you, a lot of people aren't talking about it right now. Even less were talking about it 3-4 years ago when I started doing these. And I guarantee you in the next 5-10 years, we're going to see a dramatic amount of coaches really learning this, trying to figure this out, trying to master this, because it is going to become the must for every client. It's the must for everybody that needs long-term sustainable results. And when that becomes blatantly obvious to the rest of the fucking world, that's what will become the normal again. If you want help, if you want, better results, if you need to figure out this reverse dieting thing, if some of this stuff made sense to you, go to TeamFFLEX.com and hit any of my coaches up. Send us an email, subscribe on the trial. We'll get you in. You can tell us what's up. We'll help you. We'll guide you. It's all for free, okay? Just want to help you. TeamFFLEX.com. Subscribe when the pop-up comes up, and we'll be able to get on the other side of that, get you in the training app, and really help you figure this out free for the next 7 days, get you on the right path. That's our goal all the time. That's what we do this for. That's why I make these long-ass videos about reverse diets and shit, is I just want to help you. I want to see you be successful. I want you to get the best results of your life. This is Ryan Milton. This is Gainz O'Clock, and I'll be right back here next Friday. Please make sure you subscribe. Please share this damn video. If you don't share any of the other ones for me, please share this one, because this will change the game for so many people, your friends, your family, everyone, you probably, right? So check it out. Thank you so much. Please subscribe. Coach Rye is out.